In this video, we will be discussing how do we create this learning organization. Well, first, you need to reward continuous learning. Remember from the previous week, we said that rewards often motivate people to do certain things or certain tasks. Rewarding continuous learning is one thing that you can think about. It is often very impossible to trigger deliberate changes in your teams or in your organizational culture unless you actually put in some kind of reward system that will entice people to change. So connecting rewards to learning is actually very beneficial. Now again, if we go back to the previous session that we had on rewards, it would make more sense if these rewards have both extrinsic and intrinsic forms. Second, learning organizations are built on a culture of learning. And this culture often starts with giving meaningful and constructive feedback. Currently, a lot of organizations talk about focusing on strengths, developmental interventions, feel-good approaches. However, what they miss out on is we are not talking about the flaws or the weaknesses. We are not talking about the negatives that a person has. It is hard to improve on anything when you are unaware of what your limitations are. You can never you're fully satisfied with your own potential, but you don't know why you are pleased. You don't see your limitations. There's a myopia around this. And that's why giving meaningful and constructive feedback, which captures both the positives and negatives and solutions for the negatives, is very important. The next thing is managers need to lead by example. If you want to nurture your team's curiosity or unlock learning in your organization, you should practice what you preach and start by displaying some learning and unlocking your own potential. You're often considered a role model, and people model their behavior based on who they see as a role model. So to unlock curiosity and learning and become a learning organization or organization that can change should start from managers. And finally, you should hire people who are curious. More often than not, big management problems are thrown down towards HR and the focus goes on training and development. Let me train my people and they will be able to solve so and so problem. While this is one way, it also undermines selection. People who are curious, who want to change, who potentially have a growth mindset, will constantly want to learn. They have an intrinsic motivation to learn. And that's why having somebody who is inherently curious and we have a strong learning and development function, their potential can potentially be much higher than what we expect them to be. We have discussed in this video some of the steps that you can take to create a learning organization, such as rewarding continuous learning, giving meaningful but constructive feedback, leading by example, and hiring curious people. If you notice, we are connecting this back to some of the earlier videos and lectures that we have had, such as rewards, recruitment and selection. A learning organization does not exist in one day. It comes over a period of time. However, all these parameters that we have spoken about will help you slowly but surely build a learning organization. Thank you, and I shall see you in the next video.